Hey guys, Games for Life here, and in today's video we're gonna take a look at 6 hacks to make your Astroneer vehicles better. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Number 1, you don't actually need an oxygenator on your shuttle. So most people just see this and decide to put an oxygenator here, because that's kind of what the games tell you to do, right? But in fact you don't actually need that on your shuttle, so you can just take it and throw it away somewhere. And what you can actually have is a medium storage in its place, like this one. I usually like to put some QTRTGs, some lights, maybe some extenders, and of course some hydrazine in there. 4 hydrazine should be enough so that you never get stuck anywhere without hydrazine. And if you want to, you can also fill this spot with a medium fluid canister filled with hydrazine. If you want to go overboard, you can also have a medium storage silo in here, and yes, it actually fits. Next up, at number 2, you can actually place your seat in the rear bumper of the rover, so you get more visibility while digging. You've probably experienced digging without being able to see anything in front of you. Well, you can easily work around that by placing your seat in the back of your rover, so now you can zoom out a lot further and you can see whatever you're doing in there. This will prevent you from getting stuck without seeing where you're going or falling into caves while digging, so it can also save you a bunch of time. A long time ago you could even drive the rover by putting your seat on a large storage on it, but it looks like now it just doesn't work, it doesn't do anything. So you will need to have your seat directly on the rover. But yeah, having your seat in the bumper really works, and it's a good tip to know while digging. Now I want to take a second to tell you about the vehicles playlist. It should appear on screen right now, and you should go ahead and save that to watch it all later, because we've got a ton of cool vehicle videos in there, like a racetrack, ranking certain vehicles. We've also got an off-road challenge there, and we're gonna do a ton more challenges in the future. So yeah, make sure to save that and watch it later. Now let's head over to tip number 3, portable smelters on rovers. Now a lot of people just go back to their base when they need to smelt the resources they've gathered with the rover, and the people who don't do that, they actually place a large smelter on their rover, taking up a whole bunch of space. But what you can do right now is just place a couple portable smelters on here, turn them on, and they'll do everything you need instead of having this big chunky smelting furnace in the back of your rover. So you can go ahead, throw that away, and now you can have extra storage on here just like that. Doing this doesn't only save space, but you can also save time, because you won't have to go back to your base every time to smelt things. And if you have multiple of these portable smelters, they actually work faster than one big smelter. So this hack saves both time and resources, and that's why I've been using it for a while. Now it's time for tip number 4, and that's the Modular Rover. So you've probably experienced going out with a rover and you think, oh, I'm just gonna gather some resources, so you equip it with a bunch of medium storages, but then you encounter some research items and you need to throw away your storages, or maybe you only end up mining one single resource and you think, oh, I could have just gotten a medium resource canister and fitted all of these resources in there. That's where the Modular Rover comes in. All you need is just a medium storage with some medium resource canisters, some medium storages on it, and a couple packagers, so you can always put them back into the boxes. Now packagers only require 1 graphite, so that's pretty cheap, so you can produce a ton of these, and you can just change your rover configuration on the fly. Not only will you not have to come back to your base as often, but you'll also be able to fit whatever you find on your rover while you're out there in the wild. Now the next tip, tip number 5, is about the tractor. This is a vehicle not a lot of people use, but you've got to admit, every one of us have used this in the early game, and all of us had the same complaint about it, that it does not have enough storage space on it. All you have to do is place a storage silo on your tractor's trailer, and now you have a whole lot more space all of a sudden. Now of course you're mostly gonna use the tractor in the early game, but when you don't have any other vehicles available, this hack will save you a ton of time. Just look at how much stuff you can fit on this. And of course you can have 3 trailers attached to your tractor for even more storage. Now for the 6th tip, we're gonna go back to the shuttle. Most people think that you can only use large storages on the shuttle. I've heard people say that it wouldn't be able to close while launching if you have anything bigger on it, but that's not right. The silos just get smaller as the shuttle door closes and you're good to go. This will save you a ton of time that you would have spent going back and forward moving resources from one planet to another. That's gonna be all for this video. Now make sure to go watch that vehicles playlist I've been talking about, and make sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you know any other vehicle hacks that I should try. That's all for today. I've been Games for Life, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!